Hi, let me welcome you in this bonus lesson dedicated to the exploration of the official IATF organization website. I think this might be very valuable for you because normally when we are working with IATF, we are concentrating only on the standard itself, maybe customer-specific requirements, sanction interpretations, and we are forgetting about the possibilities which are given to us from the IATF website. So today I will present you exactly this website with indication on the few tips which you can follow to make your work easier. Let me only disappear when I will be presenting for you this website to have everything more visible. Let's start. This is the main view of the IATF organization website. The website address I will write for you down under this video. So let's start with the menu which is on the top. Let's jump out from this homepage into About IATF. So here you will find the information about the IATF organization itself. You may read here that this is a group of automotive manufacturers and their respective national automotive industry associations, and these IATF members and this National Automotive Industry Association you will find here. Of course, you will also find the National Automotive Industry Association also on the right side here with the logos of those organizations and links where you can go to these websites. So as you can read here, the IATF organization has 4 aims. Please read it carefully later after watching this video, or stop in this moment to read it very carefully. But let's keep going. What we also can find here is about IATF oversight offices. IATF oversight offices are located in France, Germany, Italy, United Kingdom and United States of America. And on this website you have the indication of their addresses, mail addresses and websites. Of course, similarly to the National Industry Associations, you can find them on the right side with the graphics, with the logos. These graphics are also working as a link, so you can go direct to each of these oversight offices. Of course, you may see here also the indication of the goals which oversight offices are holding. So also, again, read it very carefully for your information. Also on the top we'll find ethics and compliance. This is a website where all the IATF stakeholders may provide input regarding perceived violations of the IATF rules for achieving and maintaining IATF recognition. So here you may claim potential concerns for the certification body, IATF, third-party auditors, certified organizations, and also global oversight offices. However, bear in mind this is not a possibility for you to claim the topics dedicated to the poor performance of your suppliers or any other issues outside ethics and compliance. To make a report, you need to use this link here on this navy blue ribbon on the website, make a report. Let's have a look what we will find here. So depending on the topic, you will find different possibilities to claim any issues of your concerns. For instance, let's have a look. Violation of IATF rules or IATF 16949. You will find here a form to indicate your claim, and you can do it anonymously or with indication of your datas. You're issuing such report of violation to IATF rules and you're submitting it to the organization of IATF. I hope you will never have to use this possibility. Here also on the website you can follow up on a report which is already claimed, and you have frequently asked questions for such ethics and compliance report. Bear in mind that Ethics Point is not a 911 or emergency service, so you shall not use it to report events presenting an immediate threat to life or property. Let's come back to the main site. Also, you may have a possibility to choose the language. Unfortunately, there are not that many possibilities to pick up different languages. You may only use English or Chinese language. You can also search by a topic if you are not sure where to look for the information. Another thing what I would like to investigate with you is, of course, the homepage itself. Here you will find the latest news. So all the news which recently were issued by the IATF organization, which might be relevant for the IATF stakeholders. Of course, there is one possibility how to be informed with this latest news. And let me give you this as a tip. Let's go down here on the right side to this field, subscribe to our mailing list. If you will indicate your email address, you will receive all those informations which are here published on the main site. There are not that many, as you can see by the dates, they are not also that frequently issued. You don't have to be afraid that you will be spammed. Taking the opportunity that we are here still on the homepage, I would like to also go through the right side menu with you. So here on the top you have value add of successful IATF 16949 implementation. Here you will find a PDF which will have an introduction to the idea of the IATF 16949 and the certification against this standard. So let's have a look what we will find inside our PDF file. We will find inside the executive summary of the idea of IATF certification and the background. We can also find areas of value add demonstrated by successful implementation of IATF 16949. So these are all the benefits which your organization may gain if you still do not have the certification, but you are in the automotive supply chain. We have also indication of operational and strategic areas, specific requirements and processes, enhanced certification scheme for automotive, performance comparisons, and conclusions. These are 15 pages of the information. I really encourage you to read this not that long document because you will have a great insight into the value of the certification itself. Let's come back to the main website. Going further, on the right side menu, you will also find a COVID-19 IATF response. So when we had a COVID, this was the communication between the stakeholders and the IATF organization. Here you will find another PDF file about this communication, and also a strong point would be dedicated to the remote auditing. So I encourage you to open it by yourself to read it. Right now we know that COVID-19 is already past, but still you may have an interest to be aware what is inside. I also mentioned to you that we have these global oversight offices and national industry associations. Remember, these are working links where you can easily and fastly go to those websites. We will also find auditor development process and new auditor training information. So this is connected to the third-party auditors. And we have IATF certificate validity check. And this is my another tip for you. Don't forget that you have this here a possibility to verify if your supplier has still valid certification and if this certification is really in force, and to exclude the probability that such certification might be a fake one. Let's have a look. The page is really very simple. You just need to indicate the number of the certification, and if this would be for you relevant, also enter a site name or a remote supporting location. You have also a possibility to contact IATF organization. Okay, now let's have a look on a really very important drop-down menu here on this navy blue ribbon. Firstly, you have statistics. This is really interesting and very important statistics published by the IATF organization about top 10 most frequent major and minor nonconformities obtained around the world. This might be for you a great lessons learned on someone else's experience, and also this may cause for you an awareness and a question mark if you would not have such difficulties during the audits, because as you can see here, for this top 10 major nonconformities, mostly we can find here not that easy clauses, which are also quite demanding and having a lot of requirements to fulfill. Also, under the statistics, you can find a distribution of the certification around the world. Currently, we have more than 92,000 certificates issued. You may also find the numbers per continent or per most significant countries where the certifications are present. Going further, on the top, you will also find a drop-down menu dedicated to IATF 16949. And this is really important for you to know what is here inside, because this will be relevant for your quality management system. So definitely you can find here general information about IATF 16949 itself. You may find here frequently asked questions and sanctioned interpretations, which I already mentioned for you and discussed the idea of working with them. And also you will find ISO IATF press release and the information after stakeholder meetings. Let's have a look on this most important FAQs and sanction interpretations, just for your reminder where to find them. Let's start with sanctioned interpretation. Let's remember that these are very important PDF files which you shall download and implement in your quality management system, because they are changing or adding something to the original content of the IATF standard. What's more, they can be an audit criteria, and you may receive a non-conformity if you are not following this, what is inside the sanctioned interpretations. Luckily, they are translated into some languages, so maybe hopefully there is yours, and you can read them in your native language. If there is no your language, let's remember that English is always the privileged language version. With FAQs is a similar structure. You may find here frequently asked questions divided by the language. Let's remember only that this is a helpful information for you, giving you the answer to some doubts or maybe clarifications of some clauses in IATF. They are not audit criteria. Another drop-down menu is dedicated to rules for IATF 16949 recognition. So here again, you may find FAQs, sanction interpretations, and also we can see errata sheet, also areas of impact for client consideration, and IATF observer guideline. With those rules, I don't want to go into it so deeply. This might be interesting for you if you would like to learn more about the certification process, the requirements for the certification bodies, and also about the technique of performing the IATF audit. So I encourage you to have a look by yourself. Also, last two elements are PDF files, so you may also read them by yourself. You can also find IATF certification body communiques and IATF stakeholder communiques. I don't want again to go deeper into this because this is very specific. Some communication is even pretty old. However, if you find an interest in this, please just search for this. But here for you, this is really important drop-down menu. These are the requirements of OEMs. You may find here communique, customer-specific requirements, and quick reference guides. Communiques. Some of the OEMs were issuing since 2016 their communication, and you may read them. Such communication was issued, for instance, when we have some restructurization of some OEMs, like for instance here PSA Peugeot Citroën becomes PSA Group. Right now we know that we also have Stellantis, yes. Another important is customer-specific requirements, and you can't neglect this. This is extremely important because your quality management system needs to assure the quality that you are meeting the requirements for your customers. And customers not only requires from you implementation of IATF 16949, or elements, at least elements, if you are not certified, but also you need to follow customer-specific requirements. And during the certification audits, it may be really a case to verify if you are following those CSRs. They are grouped by the OEMs, so you may find your OEM on this website and download their requirements. The last one is quick reference guides. So again, OEMs were issuing here additional information. Let's have a look on the first one. So as we can see on the example of BMW Group, this is the communication and the guidance that within BMW Group, we have some different subsidiaries, affiliated brands and joint ventures. And also here we may have an indication what should be fulfilled regarding specific questions here. This is for you to read by yourself. However, this is a starting point to have this clarification what shall be done in terms of obtaining this certification. Another link which we will find here is IATF publications. So if you would like to buy an IATF 16949 standard or IATF auditor guide for IATF 16949 or the rules for achieving IATF recognition, here you have the indication in which language version where you can buy this document. So here again you can find links and you can directly buy on those websites. Last drop-down menu is dedicated to IATF certification bodies, and this is important because certification bodies for ISO 9001 needs to be only accredited by their national accrediting organization. But here with IATF, it's not that those organization certification bodies are under accredited, national accredited organization. They need to be on the list of the contract with IATF. So let's have a look what we have here. There is a list, certain list of the certification bodies by their names. You may find here also the information where this certification body is located, how to contact it, and also the official website. Sometimes their job posting, and also you may find it something valuable for you. It may happen that some certification body will lose this possibility to certify the quality management system against IATF standard. So here, this is the list who is not allowed to issue IATF certification at this moment. I hope this presentation of the official IATF website was valuable for you. Let's remember that there are certain tips I gave you, which information, what you can find here on this official website. I know that when we are managing the quality management system, for us the most important are the requirements in the standard itself and also sanction interpretation and customer-specific requirements. However, as you can see, there is much more which can be explored on the website. So I encourage you to visit the website after watching this video and carefully read the information which were presented during my video for you. So I wish you good luck in working with this website. Thank you.